This is the last teaching that I'm gonna do about cults. And so on this one, I don't want to talk just about the church. I want to talk about cults in general. And so these are the aspects of cults that everyone should understand. Like you should know. These are some of the basics you should know, whether you're in a church, whether you're a believer or not. Okay, whether you don't even believe in God, you can also find yourself in a cult. So point number one that I want to make is that cults aren't just religious. They can form around several areas. Number one, political movements. All right, and we can even see in our country, there's a lot of political movements that are going on. Extremist groups with a charismatic leader. That becomes a cult. Number two, they can be found in self-help and wellness programs, like high-cost seminars that isolate members. Okay, they can be found in MLM or multi-level marketing, where groups with cult-like loyalty demands. They demand of you to do things that ordinarily you're not comfortable doing. They can also be in tech or corporate cults, some startups with fanatical cultures, okay, that everything revolves around this person or around this way. So any group that demands absolute devotion and punishes dissent is a cult. It's a red flag for a cult. Like there's this person I know who works his people, like he has a business and he works his people till late 11 p.m. and he's expecting these people to report to work at 6 a.m. And so he calls for meetings all the way to 11 or midnight, and by 6 a.m. you should be in the office. So that's a cult. It's not, there's no debate there. Number two, understanding of what we are talking about is how cults recruit and retain members. So how are they recruited? How do you get yourself in a cult? And I'm going to give you 4 points on that. Number one, love bombing. Love bombing is overwhelming affection that creates or to create instant loyalty. It's where they show you tremendous love, such that you begin to say, this is my family, this is my home. I didn't know that you guys existed until, so they show you a lot of love. But all in all, you do not know that you're getting yourself in a cult. And one of the other ways through love bombing is flattery. They flatter you. They tell you how wonderful you are. And if it's a pastor, they say this on stage in front of everyone. Oh, you're a great man, you're a great woman, you're great this, you're great. So they flatter you with praises, with all these wonderful things, such that you feel at home. Okay. Number two is exploiting vulnerabilities. This is where they target people during crisis, during times of grief, times of unemployment, times of divorce. When you have a crisis, they target you. They exploit your vulnerability, sometimes to make you, to make this separation even more bigger. They turn you against your partner. They turn you against your family. They turn you against whatever it is. They exploit that vulnerability. If you are sick and you're going through grief, they come to your aid and they tell you, oh, had it not been so and so, and they just create things. It's like a python snake wrapping itself around you and slowly crushing you, taking your breath away, like crushing you without even your knowledge. Then the gradual indoctrination. They start with reasonable ideas and then they escalate to extreme control. They start with very reasonable ideas. Oh, if you come to this place, this will happen. You should be one of us. You should be one of us. And before you know it, you're being controlled. And number four is fear-based control. Threats of doom, loss of salvation, or shunning. They threaten you. Or if you leave, you die. If you leave, you lose everything. If you leave, you do this. And so there is fear-based control. That's how you get recruited. Number three, what are the psychological effects of cult involvement? Now, members or those who have left often struggle with what we call cognitive dissonance. or conflict between old beliefs and new reality. They also struggle with anxiety and depression, especially the cult enforced dependency. If you are dependent on it, you will struggle with anxiety and depression. They also struggle with difficulty trusting others. Now you are unable to trust other people, okay? And they also struggle with identity loss, not knowing who you are outside the cult because your identity was wrapped around the cult. So now these effects mirror trauma responses. So professional help is crucial. And I always encourage people to find professional help if you're able to. Number four, why do people stay even when they are unhappy? Okay, and there are four reasons why I'm going to give you, but I want you to go and search even for more because it's not just the four. There's what we call sunk cost fallacy, where people say, I've invested years, I've invested my money, I can't leave now. All these years, everything I've done for this organization, everything I've done for this church, everything I've done for this MLM, all the things I've done for this self-help, I have invested. Am I going to leave? That is one of the reasons why many people stay. They actually say, I've stayed here for so long that now I can't just leave, or I have put in so much money, I can't just leave. So, number two, fear of the unknown. The cult world or the cult paints the outside world as dangerous. So they create this safety. It's like a safety net. As long as you're within us, you're safe. Everything is okay. And the other question is, sasa unaenda, now when you leave, what are you going to do? Like, so let's say you've left. What are you going to do? Where will you find your identity? Unaenda wapi? You know, you're going, where are you going? And so this is also something that is used a lot in cultic organizations. They say, this is your family. We are here. We are your brothers. We are your sisters. Number four, three is social pressure, fear of losing relationships with members. We are your people. We are your family. We are this. And number four, belief in the mission. Now, even if suffering, they think it's for a greater cause. You get persecuted, but you think, oh, this is why I have to stay because of this. So, number five, how to help someone in a cult. Avoid confrontation. Now, they'll see you as persecuting them. If someone is in a cult, avoid confronting them. Ask questions. What happens if someone disagrees with the leader? That is one of the main questions you have to ask. What happens? And how they respond, then you know, oh, this is a cult. Number three, stay connected. Isolated members need an outside lifeline. They want to hear different opinions. They want you to, you have to be around them because at some point you may be the only life or the only lifeline they have. Then share resources and share with them books, documentaries about these cults, but be very careful to share these things when they are ready. Okay? Now, forced deprogramming can backfire. So begin to understand that. Support their autonomy. Don't just move and begin to do these things. It may backfire. Only use it when they are ready. All right. Now, let me give you two ideas or two things on how to be able to measure a healthy group and a cultic group. I'm going to give you like a continuum or a table. A healthy group encourages questions. A cultic group punishes doubts. A healthy group, the leader is accountable. A cultic group, the leader is above criticism. A healthy group respects boundaries. A cultic group demands total commitment. A healthy group is transparent in every way, including finances. And a cultic group, there is pressure to donate. I leave that to your wisdom to know where you are in terms of your life. Now, how do you spot a cult early? Number one, ask yourself, is dissent tolerated? Number 2, does the group isolate you from outsiders? Number 3, are members pressured to cut ties with skeptics? And number 4, does the leader have excessive control over personal decisions? When I say personal decisions, I'm talking about decisions of marriage, decisions on when to get a child. And now the leader comes and says, okay, it's time for you to get a kid. Finances, all these personal decisions, okay? Now, cults often operate in legal gray areas. They have no freedom. They suppress your freedom. They suppress your legal ideas such that you are not able to even sue them. So let me give you, as I come now to a conclusion, let me give you the resources for further learning or reading. And some of the books is one called Cults Inside Out. Cults Inside Out by Rick Alan Ross. And number 2, Take Back Your Life by Janja Lalich. Okay? Some people say Lalich, others say Lalik. So, Take Back Your Life. These are some of the things that you can read. And there's a podcast called Indoctrination. Indoctrination. The word nation is like a nation, a country, a nation. Indoctrination. Cult survivor stories. So there's that podcast you can also listen to. And I hope that even as you watch this video, it's going to be a help to you or to anyone you know who may be a cult. Now, remember that cults thrive on secrecy and shame. And the more we openly discuss their tactics, the harder it is for them to manipulate people. So if you're questioning a group, trust your instincts. Healthy communities welcome scrutiny. And a healthy leader will never be afraid to be criticized. In fact, he welcomes it because it is out of that that he also learns. Thank you and God bless you.